Hey people, it is Monday, December the 25th. It is the night of Christmas Day. Is that how you say it? It is Christmas night, I guess. And I am in downtown Toronto. It's a very mild 6 degrees. And I'm just walking around Spadina Crescent here on Spadina Avenue, with the University of Toronto campus here on my left and on my right, I suppose, at least in the form of this building. That is the School of Architecture. But I'm going to continue going around Spadina Crescent here, or Circle. Is it Spadina Circle? One or the other, until we get to the intersection of Spadina and College, and then I'm going to start heading south through Chinatown. And we'll take a look at what's happening in Chinatown on Christmas night. And eventually I'll start making my way west. So I'm not sure where this video will end up. Probably somewhere in the heart of downtown, or perhaps on the east side of downtown. I'm just making my way home, really. I was at my sister's earlier this evening in the Dufferin Grove neighborhood, and I opted to walk home. Thought it would be a good night to record some videos. So I did one before this. So this would be my second Christmas night video. And there's the beautiful School of Architecture, the old historic side of it. Looks quite spectacular. And here's where Spadina straightens out. So maybe I'll cross the street here while I have the chance. We'll walk down the west side of Spadina. That's where you get those awesome views of the CN Tower and the skyline. I have a feeling most restaurants in Chinatown will probably be open tonight. And here's the historic Silver Dollar Room, although this is a reconstruction of the original location. They tore down the old Waverly Hotel building and the original Silver Dollar, built a new condo here, and named it the Waverly in honor of the old hotel, and also built a new Silver Dollar Room, and I think that's the original sign, though, that they resurrected. The Silver Dollar Room, to me, stands out in my memory from the Police Academy movie, the original Police Academy movie, where it stood in as the gay bar in that movie, and probably one of the funniest scenes in my memory. We're at College in Spadina. don't think I've ever walked around the city on a Christmas night like this. Certainly not recording a video. Maybe a couple of times walking back from my sister's house in years past. But I think most times I would have taken the subway or gotten a ride. Here's another legendary venue in the city, the El Macombo Tavern. This also closed down for a while and was resurrected. So it once again is a place to catch live music. It just has a bit of a different atmosphere and vibe than it had back in the olden days. It was a lot more rough and ready. Now it's a bit more upscale, I think. But it is the original sign. And the Rolling Stones famously played a concert there under a different name in the 1970s. It's sort of a secret, unannounced concert where they were going under the name the Cockroaches. I think that concert has gone down in Toronto history. Worksman's Art Supplies. That's a long-standing business here since 1950. At one time, this was a largely Jewish neighborhood before becoming Chinatown. And you'll still find lots of old Jewish businesses from those days hanging on. Not lots, but a few. And there are still a few synagogues in the area as well. And Chinatown itself is changing these days too. It's not what it was 20 years ago. It's not as Chinese anymore. There are a lot more Vietnamese restaurants in the area now. A lot of the Chinese residents have moved out of this area, obviously, into the suburbs. And the restaurants have moved with them, and I think some of the best Chinese food can now be found in suburbs such as Markham and Richmond Hill, more so than here in Chinatown. There's another smaller Chinatown on the east side called East Chinatown. And that one has been struggling as of late also. But this one is still hanging on fairly well. I mean, it's still busy. The restaurants are still packed on most days and nights. Things stay open late. It's not dead by any means. And I've done quite a few videos here at busy times of day, so you can see for yourself how lively it can be. There's the 510 Spadina streetcar. The streetcar has its own dedicated right-of-way along Spadina here. At one time there was a bus route here until they built this streetcar line. And there's a popular song you might be able to find on YouTube called Spadina Bus, by the Shuffle Demons, a local band. I think that song gained popularity, at least in Toronto. Most of these restaurants seem to be open. That one is packed. You can see through the lobsters there in the window. It's packed with people. This one is not packed, but still has quite a few people inside. And here's where you get those awesome views of the financial district and West Downtown and the CN Tower. The handy dandy zoom here on the new Pocket 3. And looking into Kensington Market. I thought of walking through there, but I think it's probably pretty dead right now. Much more so than here on Spadina. See a number of restaurants across the street seem to be quite busy. Quite a few are closed though. And we have a little dance party here. They're making a TikTok, maybe. TikTokers versus YouTubers. A new battle for 2024. Looks like the fog has finally lifted, at least today. It was foggy all day long. I'm not sure when it finally lifted. You couldn't see the CN Tower at all earlier today. Not from a distance, anyway. I guess it's garbage pickup day tomorrow. Or probably not tomorrow. Tomorrow's another holiday. Tomorrow was Boxing Day in Canada, another stat holiday. World happened here. We're at Dundas and Spadina. Dragon City Mall.
for 2 weeks.
This corner has gone through a lot of changes over the years. I think there's a plaque here actually. Yeah, one time it was a theater. Standard Theater, 1922. And when I first moved to Toronto in 2010, it was a RBC Bank. And now it's a Rexall. I'm not sure what else it was. And we're continuing east now through Chinatown along Dundas. Seems a bit more open along here than it was along Spadina. Got a lot of these below ground restaurants on this stretch. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of these places are open very late, often till 3 or 4 in the morning sometimes, and a number of 24-hour restaurants as well. Souvenir store. Got plenty of those. They're just closing for the night. There are a few more shops heading up that way, just for a block or so. I see when these places on the lower level are closed, they have these gates here. Or down there. Looks like I'm walking through just as things are closing up here. Many of these places right now. This one's still open. It says open till midnight. I'm not sure if that includes tonight. Let's go across the street. Get a look at the Lucky Moose Food Market. seems to still be open for now. It doesn't feel like Christmas night at all to me. It feels more like just some random night in the fall. Definitely not winter. It's Beverly Street. Maybe we could take a little detour through Grange Park. Get some nice views of the skyline. This is one of the nicer downtown parks. Most of them are nice, but I have a few that I rank among my favorites. I think this one, Grange Park, and also St. James Park on the east side of downtown, and Birksey Park, also on the east side in the St. Lawrence neighborhood, and Queen's Park. So I guess there's four that I like more than any other. But check out that awesome view of the financial district. The sky looks pretty funky right now. And here's the south-facing side of the Art Gallery of Ontario. It fronts onto Dundas Street. This is a Frank Gehry designed modern addition on top of the old historic building. And this is considered a very good art gallery if ever in the city. I think there's one night of the week that it's free to get in. I'm not sure if it's a Wednesday. It might be a Wednesday. And OCAD University there. A sharp center for design, and very odd looking building. I think it fits in well with the art gallery next door. And this is what I wanted to get, a nice, relatively unobstructed view of the CN Tower with its Christmas colors tonight. Grange Park on Christmas night. Very peaceful. walking under OCAD University's oddball building. That's right, it's up on stilts. This is McCall Street. Let's go back up to Dundas. I enjoyed that little detour. So the Rosalie Sharp Center for Design. And OCAD stands for Ontario College of Art and Design. So at one time this was an art college, it didn't have university status. Eventually it was granted university status, but they kept the OCAD. So it's a bit funny now to read it as Ontario College of Art and Design University. Coming around the eastern side of the Art Gallery of Ontario. I believe this parking lot here will be the home of a new addition to the Art Gallery. Pretty significant sized one. And there's the Couchmaster. Some neat public art. It's like an elephant-like creature made out of upholstery from easy boy chairs and cushions and things of that nature. And we'll be crossing University Avenue soon, and then we'll walk through Little Tokyo as we continue east along Dundas. Someone's ringing in Christmas night here in downtown Toronto. Not sure what all the honking is actually for. University Avenue. So we're right in the very core of downtown now. Just looking south. Let's get a nice close-up shot of the Canada Life building and the CN Tower with its Christmas colors. I don't know how I survived without a zoom on my old Osmo Pocket camera. I'll try not to abuse it on this one. We won't be seeing much of him after today. All right, so this is Little Tokyo, as I mentioned.
Sorry.
Okay. Fairly busy around here. A lot of people were coming out of that place. The aura towering over this part of downtown. Those funky clouds. And even on Christmas night, strange things are afoot at the Circle K. At least in Little Tokyo. This place seems empty now. Maybe it's just closed up for the night. Seem to be in cleaning mode. And we're almost at Bay. So we'll just keep us going to Yonge-Dundas. And not surprisingly, this area still seems very busy. Yonge-Dundas is doing what it does. Doesn't matter what day it is. I hear revving engines. Please tell me people aren't burning rubber. I think there's some sort of party going on, actually. I honestly thought it would be kind of quiet here at Yonge-Dundas tonight, but I should have known better. As I said, I'm not surprised, but wasn't expecting it to be this busy. There's actually huge crowds. I don't know if I can walk through here without the copyright, without the copyright claim gods smoting me. think I'll cross to the other side. Okay, the music seems to have stopped.
Fucking handy card.
Well, it's back again. It was just a lull between songs. Well, Christmas night at Yonge-Dundas. This kind of reminds me a little of New Year's Eve, actually, at Yonge-Dundas. It's a very similar scene. Can I even get across the street here? There's like actual traffic gridlock here. See if I can get across. Tree of Remembrance. They took down the little carnival that was here, though. There was a carousel and a Ferris wheel. Well, not exactly how I thought this video would end, but I'll take it. So I hope you all enjoyed the Christmas night walk. We're in a very, very warm evening here in the city. A green Christmas. It feels more like the end of October than the end of December. So I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. Let me hear your thoughts. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And also be sure to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. If you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. And there's also a super thanks button right down below if you'd like to support the channel that way. And you can also become a channel member if you like. And you can find me on Instagram under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back. As we look at the surprisingly large crowds here at Yonge-Dundas. as always. All right. I was going to say, as always, I will continue. And Merry Christmas to all, even though you'll be seeing this after Christmas is over.